Everyone, thought I'd just do an update on the stocks I was trading and watching right now, just so you can see how things are going. So, Appen has had an absolute ripper since last time. It was back down here, and we've broken up, and we've almost doubled. Well, we did double from the breakout. So, Appen's been an absolute cracker over the last 2 weeks. Right now, it's up at a level where it could pull back. Okay, we're up at the 618, I think it is. Yeah. So it's at the 618 right now, and it may have a slight pullback, but it's still nothing I'm worried about at all. Like, there's some beautiful volume on the bottom in here. That there is an expanded triangle, which, if you know anything about triangles and alleyways, you have the final actionary wave at the end. So just another sign that that's a major bottom as well. And yeah, there's this. I'm not worried about it at all on the long term. I'll be super surprised if that low ever gets taken out. That should be a major bottom. And anything that happens should be a buying opportunity, to be honest. So yes, it could pull back here, but at the moment it hasn't even changed market structure on the hourly. If you look at it here, we're still selling higher and we're still buying higher. Okay, so if it was to roll over here and go through there, then you have a change of market structure on the hourly. But again, that's just the hourly, which means that you'd just be looking for a retracement down into areas here. So you can see it's bounced with a 382 right now. So yeah, it may come down to like the 80, 90 cent kind of zone, back down, test this, but even that's doubtful. You've had right now off that one there, hidden bullish divergence as well. Okay, higher low, well, higher low in price, lower low in RSI. So we just need this to move into convergence, so up and break out, this to do the same, and once it's done that, then that hidden divergence is played out and it will continue and take out the high. Okay, so yeah, been a beautiful trade so far, up twice as much, and been an absolute cracker. But again, it's volatile, so you'd be crazy to buy now, knowing that there's could be a 30 or 40% drop. If you didn't buy in the breakout, you've missed it. But if you're on it, you also ride the market structure, so you wouldn't be selling it yet until you get a change of reversal. Okay, so yeah, looking at the monthly stuff like that, it's just still looking phenomenal. Look at the volume on this monthly candle, off massively oversold. Beautiful buying pressure. It just looks phenomenal. So yeah, not worried at all. Not even flinching. Not even looking at it day to day. CRED, CRD. Again, still looks very good. Still broken market structure. Monthly close above this one still looks good here. Weekly still looks really good. Okay, maybe worst case is we come back and retest. But again, at the moment, it's just a beautiful breakout at the moment. So yeah, like I said, worst case scenario, maybe you come back and retest old resistance, add support. But at the moment, while it's above here, or while it's above 2240, extremely bullish. So while it's above the red zone, extremely bullish. While it's above here, it's bullish, and that's where it changes market structure. So $22 is its main pivot. So while above there, absolutely nothing to worry about, and this one is still cracking on as well. Next one, Gem. Gem, I still have in my longer one, but I did sell in the trading account just actually, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Just because if you look at it, all the reasons I kind of got in, they haven't been invalidated yet, but they're also just not looking great. So you can see here, one of the big reasons was that we broke this resistance here, and now the monthly starting to come back in, not on great volume here as well. The weekly, okay, why didn't this resistance become support? Okay, so that's not a good sign. But again, it is still bullish market structure right now, so it is still technically bullish, so it could be right. I just kind of looked at it and went, you know what? I'm being very strict with any of my trades, and anything that's not showing massive strength, I'm just getting rid of. And yeah, this one started to come back in. So the long term, I still got stop loss weekly close below there, which if it comes down, that'll go, but trading account is gone. So yeah, that's what we got. And the other reason is because earnings came out here as well. So earnings came out. Fundamentally, it looked fine to me, but I don't know what the market's thinking. And when I took that breakout, it was before the earnings report came out. Earnings report came out here, which that's what that gap down was right there. And it also paid a dividend as well. So that as well. But yeah, I really need to see it come up here and bounce up for it to show me life again. So it hasn't changed market structure. It's technically still bullish, but I just think there's better opportunity elsewhere. And like I said, I'm just being ruthless. So I still got it in the long run, but a lot of the reasons why I took it, it just didn't have that same bullish outlook that it did when I took it. So I just cut up. All right, GMD. Okay, hasn't done much. Still looking very good in the fact that it has broken out. Resistance is still support, so while above that $2, this one's nothing to worry about. She's all good, and unless it breaks below $2, it's in an uptrend and looking good. So GMD still good. EVP still showing signs, but hasn't actually broken up yet. Okay, so it's showing some good accumulation bottoming signals here. Like I said, this is a major support level here, showing massive life. It's got a falling wedge going into it. Okay, so bullish divergence off the low into the zone. Daily's coming in. Again, volume's looking quite nice on this uptick. Just need to see it get above resistance here, which is really close. You can see here, support resistance zone. Okay, so then we would have a change in market structure off a major level, bullish divergence, breaking out point there of a falling wedge. So keep an eye on that one there, above 222. DVP will look good, and that breakout will continue. After that one, let's look at EVO. So doing all right. It's up 10% from the video, but we still haven't got to the breakout point yet. EVO. Okay, so similar to Gem, it hasn't broken out yet. Okay, it's still here, but close. It needs to, get that weekly candle above 75, 76. So close, but no cigar yet. WNX hasn't broken out yet. Still waiting for it to get above that key level that we talked about, which was here. Okay, so if that was to come up, break through there, that's a non-phase swing. Why they're selling higher, why they're buying higher, change of market structure. So not until it gets above that 3.2, but if it does, it would be a really good sign. EVN, looking good. It's up, I think, 10-20% since the breakout. This is one that I talked about back here. Breakout, on this one here. So weekly breakout, we were up. We've broken through. So yeah, extremely bullish while it is above its resistance. Okay, high, low, breakout on good volume. And if you look left, you'll start to see, like, let's look at the monthly and you'll see why it looks good. Okay, because if you, it's always good to unpack what's happened so far. And you can see that this is where all the money has been. Okay, you can see all these buyers, all these buyers, all these buyers. Okay, if you look here, what are they? They're all your sellers. Sellers, 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 sellers. So can you see everything below $4.20 was your buyers, which is why we had such a resistance here. Because these are all your buyers that bought from 2019 to 2020. So for 3 years they bought there, they were all underwater. All of their supply comes online when we come back, which is why we stayed here for a year. They're eating up all of that. Now that we've broken through, it shows you that there's no more trapped money. Then you look and go, okay, from this point, where's the trapped money? Where is it? There's no trapped money here. They're all sellers, selling, 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 selling. They're all buyers. Okay, so we've done the hard work. We've got through all the trapped money, and now we're sitting on easy street. Okay, so really, we should be pretty good from here. No more trapped money, no reasons for sellers to step in because, as you can see, no more trapped money. Okay, so really like Evolution, very bullish, well above $4, but as long as it's above 340, she's fine. You might get some kind of dog move, which is called like a running flat, which is where 1, 2, 3 take at the high and come back within, or an expanded flat. You might get something like that as well. So just be wary. That's why I've said as long as it's above that 280, you're okay. Because the idea is that is the sideways move. Okay, and this was the liquidity grab before breaking out. So just be aware it could do some dog move like that and really grab that last bit of liquidity. But while it's above that zone there, she's completely fine. Absolutely nothing to worry about. So Evolution's had a nice breakout, looking good. MFG. Okay, so you'll be able to see, because these are ones that I've done with the students at Mastering the Markets a lot. We saw this pullback coming, okay, because as you can see, what we don't know is that 4 and that's 5, and then we get an ABC, or is that 3 and this is all of 4? But if you look, you can see it had bearish divergence off that last high. Okay, so up breakout on bearish divergence, was expecting the pullback, had all that, caught it back up here, told the students, guys, you're going to get a pullback, and we want buyers to step in here, okay, in this zone. I think, and you can see 1, 2, and you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and that could be 5th, or what it could be is that this is a expanded flat, so it could go A, B, C, come down, and then take off, something like that as well. So at the moment, it's still looking really good. The only way I worry is if it starts to break below kind of 870, if it starts to break below there, then I'll start to worry a bit. But at the moment, it's coming down lower in volume. You can see the nice lower in volume moves. Looks very corrective to me still. I think you'll find life around here, and then it will break out. But once we get that, you beauty, she'll be good. AMP. So yeah, same kind of thing. It hasn't broken out of its big level that I talked about. I think there's a chance of a bit of a pullback first. Or maybe it might do something like this as well, where we're still stuck in some kind of sideways range. So yeah, we've got to break out above this $1.35 before things start getting pretty. Until then, it's just a nothing as well. Okay, so a couple of ones that I'm keeping an eye on right now. So one of them, another one that I've entered recently is HM1. Okay, you can see here, nice little breakout, resistance, resistance, resistance. We've changed market structure, broken out, looking really good. So I entered that one back before. I think about 272, so I'm up a couple of percent. Not even, beautiful volume stepping in. Really, this is its only first resistance. You can see old support will become resistance, but after it gets through that 280, it's sitting on easy street up until this kind of 380 zone. So a little bit of work to do once we get here, and once we get through there, boom. Okay, but volume's looking really good, looking like a major bottom. So yeah, HMI pays a good dividend, nearly 5% dividend as well. So, it's not something you put in your trading account, expect to get results in the next couple of weeks, but nice slow growth, build up, compound, put it in your income portfolio, get a dividend at the same time while trading the structure, boom, no dramas whatsoever. Okay, so that one there. FMG. All right, so FMG, and I'm just going to go into so you can see everything. All right, so what you've got here is what's called running flat. Okay, these are where a lot of people get caught out on breakouts. Okay, resistance, everyone gets bullish, grabs them. So what that is called a B wave. Okay, and the easy way to pick them is you get your fib retracement, go from the top to there, and they will come up to this 1.2721382 here. It's like the little pocket. It's like the golden ratio when you're looking at your when you're going your 5 up and then you get your ABC and it comes down to your golden pocket. It's the same thing on a B wave. This is its golden pocket for the B wave. As you can see, it rejected that 1.272 to the dollar. Okay, so when you're like wondering why, like that's blue sky, why it rejects at certain levels, it's all fib extensions. Okay, you can forecast these rejections and stuff. So then when you come in, change market structure, you know to get out. What we don't know is we know for sure that this is an A wave, this is your B wave, and then you're in some kind of C wave. What we don't know is the C wave finalized here, or is it going to come down here? Okay, because it could be what's called a run-in flat, or it could be what's called an expanded flat. I'll quickly pull up a picture and show you what I mean. All right, so these are your normal flats, so it's like a W. Okay, these are what I'm talking about here, this one or this one. So this is called an expanded or a running. And what you have is the B wave takes out the high. The B wave takes out the high, then it comes down. Okay, so what we're looking at is, will it do something like this? So will it, and how it moves is what's called a 3-3-5. Okay, so what it does is go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, takes out the high, and then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a running flat, or the 5 comes down and breaks below. That's where we're not sure where we're at. It's looking more like it will be an expanded, which happens to also align with, I'll show you what I mean. If you get your fib retracement, go from here up, you'll notice that that 61A aligns with the old cycle top. Okay, so there's a high probability it comes down to there, that $12 zone. Okay. If not, we've literally bottomed where we are right now, is the other option. I'll show you why. So you get your trend-based fib extension from the top, come down up to there, and you'll notice that we've actually hit the 1-to-1, which means that C wave is equal to A wave, okay, and that's your A, B, C. Okay, so we could have literally bottomed right now on FMG. Volumes come down pretty deep, which is not a great sign. You can see RSI is really oversold, which is a good sign for the bulls, the fact that it should bounce. Okay. Going down into the daily, you can see again bullish divergence coming down into it as well. Okay, so will it come down and do some kind of double bottom and bounce off? Another little sign. And then even I think the hourly and stuff's showing something. Yeah, so we're getting bearish divergence right now in the hourly. So maybe a bit of a pullback. You can see there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you get an ABC and then a change of market structure? So if it does that, you beauty, you've got a trade. You know that could be a possible bottom on the FMG. Okay, so it's either going to bottom here where it is right now. Otherwise, if it doesn't bottom here, it's going down that $12 mark. So keep an eye on FMG. It's either, I think you'll probably get a bounce here either way, but does that bounce come down and go down to the 12, or is that a major bottom? Don't know yet. I need more data to know. All right, so keep an eye on that. Another one to keep an eye on is BTR. All right, so this one you can see here, we will have a great change of market structure here and beautiful increase in volume coming up to it as well. Nice volume on these last candles. So, you know, starting to get a lot of volume coming in. If it was to break that level, I think it'll move pretty darn fast. So keep an eye on BTR, gold miner explorer. Who knows what they've got up their sleeve there. And then, yeah, nice little breakout there. Weight, another one to definitely keep an eye on. If you look here, see how you've got major support, that's now resistance. See how you've had beautiful volume coming in, high volume coming in, signs of a bottom. And what you've got here is what's called a leading diagonal. Okay, so you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal, ABC, and if that breaks up, that'll be the beginning of the public participation. Wave 3, it'll move really fast. Okay, same thing, beautiful increase in volume. I just need to see it get up past the 8% range there. So if we get that, keep an eye on that wave, because again, that's one that I think will move really fast if it does. So see here, again, beautiful volume on the increase. So yeah, if we get through here, you beauty, it'll be a big mover. Okay, so keep an eye on something like that as well. So I'll leave it there, guys. I don't want to make it too long, but just a couple of ones that I'm keeping an eye on. If there's any that you think look phenomenal that you want me to take a look at, put your comments in the section. I'll check them out. If there's anything worth sharing, I'll share it with the group. And please like and subscribe. Catch you on the next video. Take care, everyone.